the thing was with me is that I had been in the food and beverage industry for about 18 years, just working and managing different food and beverage venues, mostly in the hospitality industry. And we were coming out with Starwood Hotels, Hilton Hotels, and in doing that, I was managing whether a restaurant or either being food and beverage director, which was my last role at the hotel. Then I decided, after just always getting all these accolades and looking at P&Ls and saying, wait a minute, keep making all these people rich, I can do this for myself. So then I branched out and started looking at different franchises. And I decided to go franchise because it's already an existing brand. Mm-hmm. And I would think I would get involved in an existing brand and help that brand grow. And that was my thing with me having ownership. And that's how I got into franchise. And I looked at Popeyes, I looked at Church's Chicken, I looked at Subway, and I was almost in the midst of signing a contract for Cold Stone ice cream.
So we were going to be doing karaoke in Cold Stone.
Yeah, I was going to do a Cold Stone, and then this opportunity came across. And I had never heard of Nancy's Pizza. I've never seen a deep dish because I'm from Florida. When I came in and did a tasting and thought it was a great product and it was a great opportunity, and that's how I got involved in Nancy's.
It's funny you say a Cold Stone. I have a Cold Stone $10 coupon, but they don't have any more left in Atlanta because of when Atlantic section closed down.
Which is, I mean, I don't know for what reason, but I guess God directed me this path versus the Cold Stone, because honestly, I was probably 2 weeks out from signing a contract with Cold Stone. So I don't know what's going on with the company. I have not even done any research trying to figure out what's going on. But because I was directed this path, I took advantage of it. And walking in the door, as I stated, we were nowhere in the top 20 as far as the location goes. So now we're consistent number one. And it comes from, I guess, the drive that I have. Yeah, it's the drive.
Is this recording cue already?
It's like when you're in.
I thought you were going to ask a question, then I was going to start. But it's already recorded.
If you're not trying to be the best, why are you in there?
Yeah, but a lot of times, and I tell people this all the time, is that people go for a career. I don't go for a career, I go for life. And this is my life. This is not a career for me. This is not a job for me. This is my life. And I enjoy living, and that's how I look at it. So in saying that, I don't have a problem coming in here at 7 o'clock in the morning and being here until 9 o'clock at night. It's not work to me. It's just like living and loving what you're doing. And if you do that, and then I think you can be more successful in whatever you do. Because then you're giving everything you got.
Instead of just being focused on
Instead
money.
of being focused on a dollar. I've never been focused on a dollar. Fortunate for me is that when I did take over, when I did buy into the franchise and took over, I assumed a lot of debt here, existing debt. So for a whole year, I didn't get paid. So it showed you I wasn't doing it for money. Unfortunately, I lived off of my 401ks or everything else I did through working through different corporations. So a whole year, I never got a paycheck at all. I never got. And I even streamlined my staff, and I was working a lot of hours. I was back there making pizzas. I was working in bar. I was managing the restaurant along with my other staff and my other management team. I made myself one of the employees, and I've been that way since day one. I still make myself one of the employees to this day. Even though we're in the position now where I can afford to kind of walk away and allow them, because they're trained on running the operation, and especially having a great GM and having a supervisor and having great staff. So I can now walk away for a couple of weeks and enjoy, life in a sense, without having to worry about the operation.
So what would you say makes this particular location different from all the other 7 locations?
Because what makes us different is the fact that we're unique. We're unique in the way how we think and how we operate. We think outside the box. We don't think norm. I don't believe in norm. And if you notice what we do is, and that's where we have a lot of events, we have the karaoke, we have the live jazz, and not only do we have that, but we still maintain our diversified clientele by doing that. And a lot of business would go that route where you're doing live music and you're doing whether it be the jazz or R&B, and doing the events and doing the karaoke, and then you kill a certain crowd, you kill a certain customer base. But the fact that we manage that process, we manage the customer base, we manage what we do, and then when we do it with class. So people respect that, and that's what makes us different, and that's why we're successful in a sense. What I deem to be successful, because being #1 store consistent every week, that's successful out of all other stores.
Any question?
Nice, man.
Yeah. Oh, so okay. Tell us about the signature.
You sure this recording?
Yeah, it's recording. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
The signature, the pizza, the deep dish. But actually, it was originated in Chicago. That's the reason why it's named Chicago Nancy's. It is a deep dish that was. I want to. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's actually it was established in Chicago, and the owner of Chicago Nancy, or previous owner of Chicago Nancy's. The guy who actually started was Rocco's, and he actually created the first deep dish. You have other restaurants in Chicago that sell the deep dish pizza, like you have Gino's and a couple other places who does a great, Giordano's and others, who does a great job with deep dish. But we are actually, Nancy's actually is the originator of the deep dish pizza. It's currently owned by a different person now, but the Nancy's name is what it is. And like I stated, that we have, it's 2.5 inch thick, and it's not really considered a pizza in the Chicago world. It's called a pie. It's called a pie.
I heard that before.
Yeah, so if you're talking to a lot of Chicagoans, they don't really consider this as a pizza, they consider it as a pie.
And it's because of the way it's made.
Because of the way it's made, I mean, the size of it, and how it's, like you said, how it's made, it's considered a pie. It's 2.5 inch thick. Yes.
And what did you say your next locations were opening up? We asked you that
The next
earlier.
location, we're looking at Alpharetta location. Hopefully it'll be the last quarter of this year. We'll shoot for Alpharetta. And once we do Alpharetta, we want to shoot around Cobb County, then going towards the south side.
So you want to do